Hi friends, it's Monday, July 10th, and I think I'm going to try doing a week in the life again. I enjoyed doing that last week, so I'm going to try it again. Don't have a whole lot on the agenda today. I have to go over later and clean my dad's house, and he's supposed to give me some blueberries that he bought. And I'm getting ready to film a haul video that I will be posting on Wednesday. And it's already almost noon. I have taken care of my chores and exercised, took my shower, and it was pouring down rain again this morning. Saturday and Sunday was very nice and clear. That bad, terrible rain we had on Friday, we ended up getting 4 inches of rain that day. So we really didn't need any more rain today. I'm looking out the window. The sun's actually kind of out right now. We had some storms this morning, and it's supposed to storm again this afternoon. I just wanted to thank everyone for all their wonderful comments on my video that I posted on Monday about Oliver. I'm doing much better. I still find myself looking for him when I go outside, which I know is a futile thing, but it's just what I do, and it's getting easier. I'm getting better, and so just thank you so much for all your well wishes and support. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here now, get some lunch, and do my haul video, and we'll just see what the day brings. So this is the first gatherings from our garden, the first produce that we were able to get. This big old yellow squash. It's amazing. It grew so quick in just a couple of days. This is that little tiny one I showed you in my day in the life. So we picked that. I'm going to fry this up with some zucchini and onion tonight with our dinner. And then I couldn't stand it any longer, and I picked that huge green pepper. And I'm going to clean this, wash it and clean it, and use some of it in my lunch today. And I'll show you my salad when I get it all put together. And then my husband saw this sweet banana pepper, and he said, that's got to be ready to pick. So I went ahead and picked it, and I will wash this up, and I'll save it for when Scott gets home, and we'll try it together and see what it tastes like. So I'm excited, the first of my produce from my garden. So here's my yummy salad that I'm having for lunch today. I've got organic lettuce that I got from Costco. I've got my green pepper from my garden, some grapes, some croutons, and some bacon bits. If I had a boiled egg, I'd have put that on there, but I don't have one. And I'm going to use my light honey mustard dressing. So this is what's for lunch today. Well, we figured out what happened to Ollie. Let me show you. We just got done eating dinner, and Travis was glanced out the patio door, and he said, Mom, that fox is back. And I'm inside my duck yard. I put my ducks up. I came out and put them up right away. But the fox was sitting right there. So my husband got his rifle out and took a shot at it. He's not sure if he hit it or not, but it ran off out there. And so I came out here immediately to put my ducks up, because he was sitting here staring in the duck pen, just scoping out his next meal. And I happened to glance down there, and I saw something white. And Oliver would come back here all the time during the day. Come back here and look at the girls. Right there. That's where Oliver got killed. And what I think happened is because the fox, usually they kill the chickens and run off with them and eat them. Bo, our dog, came out here and tried to defend my chicken and ran the fox off, but Oliver was already dead, and so Bo just decided, it was a free meal. So, but at least now we know what happened to poor Oliver. He was out here by his girlfriends, and he got caught by that stupid fox. I've got to learn how to shoot a gun. So my duckies are in bed early tonight, and I'll be locking Virginia up here soon in the shed. And I'm going to have to keep my eyes out. Oh, there's Bo. Hey, Bo. His hackles are up. His hackles are up. I think he smells it. You should have been a little bit sooner, Bo. You could have saved Ollie's life. Yesterday or Friday.
Yeah, just a little bit sooner. What about putting bear out there?
Ooh, that would probably be a good idea.
Bring your buddy bear over here.
This is what I had for dinner Monday night. We had meatloaf made with turkey and pork sausage, fried zucchini and summer squash with onions, and I had half of a sweet potato. The rest of the family had regular.
Well, hello friends. It is Tuesday, July 11th, I believe. And I am on the way to the doctor's office to get a tetanus shot. I stepped on that nail last week, and it was very superficial. It didn't hardly even bleed. It's pretty much completely healed up now. But the more I thought about it, the more I figured I should just get a tetanus shot and be done with it. They're good for 10 years, and I won't have to worry about it, because probably in 10 years I won't be doing so much outside animals and things. Well, who knows what 10 years will bring, but anyway, so we're on the way to get a tetanus shot, and I'm nervous because I don't mind needles, I just hate getting medicine. I've had tetanus shot before, but I can't even remember when it was. I think it might have been when I was 18 and I was entering college. I believe that was when I had my last tetanus shot. And let's just say that was well over 10 years ago. So I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have any kind of adverse reaction or anything, but I am just a nervous Nelly when it comes to medicine. I just don't like it. I don't like taking pills, and I don't like getting shots, but I would much rather get a shot than get tetanus. So that's what we're going to do. And this week is also Fair Week for our county, and the fairgrounds are like 3 miles from our house. So tonight when Scott gets home from work, we're going to eat supper, and then we're going to go over and watch the antique tractor pulls. He loves to watch those. And we'll walk around and look at the animals, and the kids will probably get an elephant here. We don't do the carnival rides. I don't trust them. And Olivia gets motion sick, and Travis is too old for them anyways, so we're not going to do the carnival. But I will bring you along and give you a little glimpse of our little tiny county fair.
says Oliver in the front.
Grease feels good. It makes it bearable.
Yeah, when I stepped out of the building today, I thought, oh man, it's bad out here. But it feels a lot better than it did. I just seen that sun didn't even come out. I'd like to see him put that on there full. That's crazy. It's four-wheel drive, but you gotta keep the front tires on the ground to do anything.
This is what we had for dinner. We had spaghetti and peas. I had my spaghetti on zoodles, which are zucchini noodles, and the meat that I used in the spaghetti was the leftover meatloaf from the day before. I just chopped that up and put it in the spaghetti sauce. The family had theirs on regular noodles.
Hi friends, it is Wednesday morning and today is basically going to be a stay home and get things done day. I do have a hair appointment this afternoon. I'm not going to get a lot cut off, but I'm going to get some trimmed off the ends and just get my hair, the layers tidied up a bit. It's been probably 2 months since I had a haircut, so it's definitely time. And I'm going to be cleaning some in the house and doing laundry. But instead of bringing you along and just showing you all of my, as I clean stuff, I will take some before and after pictures and I'll have a slideshow of the before and after. I mainly have to clean my bathroom and I have to do laundry. I don't know if I'll take pictures of that because that's one of those jobs that's never really completely done. You know what I mean? It's an ongoing thing. And I'm going to be taking some of the things that I had gotten at the thrift stores and the Dollar Tree in the previous video. I will link that video for you if you haven't seen that already. And putting them around my house, seeing where I can find spots for them. So I'm going to go ahead and get busy and you'll see the slideshow next. This is my lunch today. It's a romaine lettuce salad with sunflower seeds and almonds, some green pepper from the garden, and some organic strawberries. And I will have it with honey mustard light dressing and a bottle of water. While I'm eating my lunch, I'm going to be working on my grocery list for tomorrow because tomorrow's grocery shopping day. And the way I do it is I just take a piece of paper, usually a scrap piece of paper, but this is just a piece of lined paper, and I fold it in half, and I write my Walmart list on one side and my Aldi list on the other side, and then on the inside I'll write down what I need to get at Kroger and any other stores that I have to stop at. And then I just go through my list, my menu, what I have planned for the next 2 weeks, because this is the 13th is our shopping day, and so I'll have all these meals till the next shopping day, and I just make sure that I have all of these ingredients in the cupboard, and if I need something then I write it down on my list. And then I also will kind of go through the house in my mind, like through the bathroom shower and the cupboards and things, and if I remember something that we're out of, I'll write it down on the list. And there's also a dry erase board that I have on the refrigerator that if any of the family members knows that there's something missing or that we need, they write it down, and I'll check that also and add it to my list. So I'm going to go ahead and get working on this and eat my lunch. And pretty soon I have to go get my hair cut. So this is what we had for dinner. We had pulled pork sandwiches with a lettuce salad, some corn chips and salsa, and peas. I had mine in a Joseph's low-carb pita bread, and I had blue corn tortilla chips. We're sitting at the end of my driveway because Olivia's, as you can see, is putting something in the mailbox. And I just wanted to show you the field that's across the street from our house. There's a car coming. The crop duster was back this morning, and what is planted out there are potatoes. Now this is the first year in my memory, and I've lived on this property just about my entire life. This is the first time in my memory that they've ever planted potatoes in this field. Normally they plant corn or soybeans. They do crop rotation. Once in a great while they'll plant mint. But this is the first time they've planted potatoes. And this is the most they have ever crop dusted this field. This is at least the third time the crop duster has been here on this field. And on the Dirty Dozen list, and if you don't know what that is, you can Google it, potatoes are on that list. It's basically the top 12 most highly sprayed and most, poisoned food that there is. Apples are number 1 and grapes are number 2. And then on down the list, potatoes is on there. And I thought, well, that's weird because potatoes are a tuber. You eat the stuff that's under the ground. But I'm here to tell you that they are indeed very heavily sprayed. Very heavily sprayed. I've been buying organic potatoes for probably a year now. And I highly recommend that if you have organic potatoes available to you, that you buy them, because they spray them a lot. And I don't know what they're spraying, but they are spraying a ton on this field. But I know when they plant corn in that field, I don't think the crop duster comes at all. I'm trying to remember back, and I don't think they come at all when they plant corn and when they plant mint. The crop duster doesn't come. When they plant soybeans.
They spray that field, which is corn.
Oh, I'm wrong. Olivia said they've been spraying the other field, which is corn.
In the past they have.
I know they don't spray mint. And soybeans they do spray, but not as much as potatoes. They've been spraying those potato fields ridiculous amount of times. And
At
it's
least 3 in the past week.
at least, well, past 2 weeks. 3 times in the past 2 weeks. Maybe it's because we've been getting a lot of rain. I don't know. I really don't know. Except for the fact that in last week's vlog, in the pictures, he's out there spraying at the same time as the irrigation system is on. So I don't know that that has anything to do with it. And Olivia was telling me, because she's the one that took those pictures that were on my vlog last week, and she was sitting at the end of our driveway taking those pictures, and she said that while she was out there, her throat started feeling funny, and what else happened? You started getting lightheaded?
Yeah, my nose started getting sniffly.
And she started getting a runny nose. So I don't want her out there doing that anymore. It just aggravates me because, you know, I try so hard to keep my family from being poisoned. I spend the extra money on the organic stuff, and yet they're spraying the poison right across the street from my house. Well, anyway, I don't want to rant too long because this vlog is probably going to be 40 minutes again. But anyway, we are on our way to town, Olivia and I. We're going to do my weekly grocery shopping, and there will be a haul video up on Friday, which is tomorrow. And I'll take you around in the stores, probably not a whole lot, because like I said, I don't want this video to go too horribly long. But you can come shopping with us. And oh, by the way, I did get my hair cut yesterday, and I'm pretty pleased with it. She didn't take very much off the length, which is what I wanted. She just tidied up my layers and took care of the bangs. My bangs were driving me insane. And made it a whole lot easier to manage. So I'm kind of liking it. Alright, I'm going to get off of here, and we'll pick you back up when we're at one of the stores.
turn me on. Hooked on a feeling.
So this was what I had for supper that night. The family had corn dogs and french fries, and I had another salad. My protein on this one was a turkey sausage link that was pre-cooked that I just cut up on there.
Good morning, friends. It is Friday, and I call this Food Prep Friday. The Friday after I go grocery shopping, I try to do a lot of prep work for the coming week so that cooking is easier. So some of the things I need to get done today is I need to make a gallon of tea. I need to get these eggshells in the oven to be cooking. I need to make a recipe called Sweet Dreams Cookie Bowl. And that's what all of this is for. I need to get all this produce washed and prepped and ready to go. And I need to get this three pounds of ground turkey divided up and in the freezer. And then I wanted to show you what I got from the garden today. I got some Swiss chard, and I could have gotten more, but my basket was full. I'm just going to wash this real good and cut it up and put it in with my salad mix. I got another big old giant green pepper. The last one I picked was delicious and sweet and lovely. I picked 3 of these sweet banana peppers, and look at all the jalapeno peppers. Look at them. There's a ton more on the plant that will probably be ready in the next day or two. I think I'm going to dice these up and put them in the freezer. And then some yellow squash. Now I picked these a little bit, they're a little young, I think, a little small, but look at the size of this one. Look at the size of that. And that was just in like 2 days it got that big. So this one I'm going to shred up and put in the freezer for like cakes and muffins and things like that. Instead of zucchini, why not? They're basically the same type of squash, only obviously yellow and not green. And these we'll probably have with our dinner tonight. So I have all this work to do, and when I get it all done, I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like. It is several hours later, and I got everything done. Got the tea made. This is green tea, and I put some raspberry Torani syrup in it. That's why it's kind of a red color. Now, I don't drink much of this because it's not on the Trim Healthy Mama plan, but I do drink a little bit on occasion because it's really not very sweet. I don't put that much Torani in it. Here is the cookie bowl pudding that is Trim Healthy Mama approved, and it came out of the Trim Healthy Mama cookbook. And sometime real soon I'll do a recipe on this, a video on how to do this. Got the ground turkey divided. That's going to go in the freezer. This is zucchini noodles. We call them zoodles. And you use one of these little gadgets. And Olivia did this for me because it's kind of hard on your wrist. But this is approximately 1 zucchini per pile. And I'm going to put them in these freezer bags and freeze them, and then when everyone else in the family is having pasta, I will just pull out a package of these frozen zucchini noodles, plop them in a pan of boiling water just for a few minutes, and they're really quite delicious. Here's that squash, that ginormous squash. It made just a little over 4 cups, so this is a generous 4 cups of shredded yellow squash. And I will be making a cake or some muffins or something out of that. Here are those jalapeno peppers, and Olivia and I both tasted them, and they're just a little bit spicy, not bad at all. We're really going to enjoy those. And then this is the rest of the veggies I got washed and bagged and sliced up. This is the rest of the zucchini and the yellow squash. I'll slice up an onion tonight and fry this with our dinner.
This is what we had for dinner on Friday night. The family had nachos, and I just had a big old salad. I had a little bit of leftover pulled pork on the side, just a few blue corn chips, and it was a delicious salad. And I decided to do the squash and onions on Saturday. That's why those are not cooked tonight.
So thanks a lot for coming along with me this week. I had a really good week, and I hope you had a great week too. And we'll talk to you next time. Bye, friends.